Hello everyone, welcome to the explanation. So again, this is a question that has been asked by a student, and this is a theory question, that is types of error. Okay, so types of error in C we can see, or while writing a code, what are the types of error that we get. So this question has been asked by some students, so let me solve this for you. So there are generally 5 types of error. Okay, so let me discuss each one of it in details. First error is syntax error. Okay, syntax error. So what is syntax error? So syntax means when you are writing a code, you do a mistake, silly mistakes while writing a code, you make a mistake in syntax. Okay, so it is mistake done while writing code. Okay, so these are generally the mistakes that are done by programmer. For example, if you write a code, suppose if you are writing printf and then you forgot to give semicolon here. Okay, you forgot to give parenthesis, you forgot to open a parenthesis but you forgot to close that parenthesis. So in this type of error or missing things, you will get a syntax error. Number 2 is runtime error. Okay, so as the name tells, it is the error that occur during execution of program. It means that your program has been compiled successfully. Okay, like while after writing the program, what you do? You first compile and then you execute it. So program will be compiled, but while runtime it will give you some error. For example, suppose if you divide a number n is there, and if you divide it by a minus b, okay, and somewhere in your program a will be equals to b, so what happens? The value of this will become 0. So any number is divided by 0, what will the value? Infinity, so it will give runtime error. Or if you want to find the square root of minus 1, so it will give runtime error. Okay, so next, third error is fine. So third error is our logical error. Okay, so logical error means we are not getting output as expected. It means that your program will be compiled successfully, it will run successfully, but instead of getting your output as 5, you are getting the output as 2. Yeah, sometimes so many times it occurs. Whatever output you want, we are getting the output, but we are not getting the correct output. So in this type of error, again we are doing some silly mistake. For example, instead of suppose a equals to b, what we do? Sometimes we do a single equals to b. So meaning of these two are different. Here we are going to compare if a is equals to b. Here we are going to assign the value of b. Yeah? So the meaning totally becomes different. So in this type of error, what we are getting? Logical error. Fourth number is semantic error. So this is a very different error, because here compiler is unable to understand the code. Okay, so whatever code you are writing, compiler is not getting that what you are written. Semantic means meaning. Okay, for example, if you are adding any string, okay, suppose int a and there are some character, okay, b, and if you are adding this a plus b, okay, sometimes this happens, we are adding like character and string together. So these types of error, it doesn't give any meaning. Yeah, so compiler is not able to understand the code or the meaning of the code. So in this type of error is called semantic error. Let's go to our last error, which is linker error. Okay, so what is a linker? In compilation process we studied. So linker is a module which is used to link the library file to the program. Okay, so here in linker type error, our executable file is not generated. Executable file is not generated in this type of error. Code get compiled successfully. Okay, so compilation is done successfully, compilation is successful, but we are not getting that .exe file at the end. Okay, so what type of, where we get this error? For example, if you know main function, so in C, main function is the main part of the function from where we take the entry in the program. Okay, so instead of writing small m, you write capital M here, main. So this is totally different for, you know, no, it will not allow you to go to this main function and do the work. Or you give some wrong header file which doesn't exist. Okay, so what happens, this program search where is this header file, and it will be like, you know, it will not produce an executable file. Fine, so these are the 5 main types of error that we studied. So if in exam, if this type of question comes, so please see the marks, for how many marks they have asked. You can write all 5 errors if you have time, otherwise for 2 marks you can write 2 or 3 errors, or also give the example of the error. Okay, fine. So okay, thank you, and please study well. Thank you.